Hey, you. Yeah, you. Listen up. Because boy, do I have a tale for you. Okay, look, I get it. You're required to watch this, and you probably don't even want to. You got school, homework, other work. Maybe you want to hang out with some friends, or meet some people on Mutual, or Tinder if that's your vibe. I don't judge. I get it. But I promise I'll make this interesting, and I swear you'll like it. So sit back, relax, grab that gross kettle corn, and let's learn about Jesus. Or more importantly, words about him that were copied thousands of times, not original, could have tons of errors. That's not the point. That's don't even worry about that. You're gonna love it, trust me. The New Testament. What is it? Well, to understand that, we need to understand what's going on historically. So let's go back to, let's say, like the beginning of time. Basically, God makes two people. Okay, well, actually, he makes one person, but that person kind of lonely and wants a wifey. So in comes Eve. Adam and Eve, they got a lot of kids. Like, a lot of them. God does command them to have kids, so I can't really blame them. Now, he wants all of his people to follow him. In turn, he promises he's going to bless them so much, like a ton, like chala blessings, a lot. Now, a lot of stuff happens that doesn't quite pertain to the New Testament, because this is kind of the Old Testament, but you need to understand it in order to understand the New Testament. Anywhoosies, a lot of stories happen, like an angry brother, a city in the sky, it rains a lot because the people are being naughty. A lot of people stop following God. They even stack some blocks on top of each other in hopes of trying to reach heaven. Not important. This is all in the Old Testament, but we kind of need to know it, so I guess it's a little important. This guy shows up named Abraham. Good guy, lovely wife. God chooses him as a leader. Also changes his name and his wife's name, because why not? Abram has some churly children. Or should I say Abraham now. He almost kills one of them, mind you, but Disney love wins out. He's okay. And that kid ends up having more kids. Now, one of this guy's kids also changes his name and has 12 boyos. He also had one girl. Their kids start their own tribes, and before you know it, we got a lots of people. Now, fast forward a little bit, we get this young shepherd boy out of this big group of people. Good guy. God likes him too. He's very nice, and he's doing well until he sees a beautiful girlie that, well, she's taken, and he kind of gives into temptation and messes up. This is like the daily equivalent of being asked not to think Zendaya is cute. It takes some strong willpower. Unfortunately, it takes two to tango. They didn't really want to tango, and some people dance like a brick. Anywhoosies, moving on. The kid he has, good kid, but this kid is asked not to think that Haley Steinfeld is cute. That's another hard task, and he messes up too. I know, guys. It takes some strong willpower, but come on, you gotta work with me here. Anyways, that guy dies, and his kingdom that he has, there's a lot of beef that they got with one another now. And so they become two separate kingdoms. 10 of the tribes go to the top, and they call themselves Israel. And then 2 go to the bottom, and we're going to call them Judah. Now, the people, they're not really following God anymore, and we need to follow God in order for the blessing to happen. Anyway, this country called Assyria, they go and they take the 10 tribes at the top, and they just lose them. Just like I lose my chapstick all the time. It's impossible to finish a chapstick before losing it, by the way. You can't fight me on that. That's fact. The 2 tribes at the bottom, now they get their butts spanked for being naughty. And in comes Babylon. Now, one of these 2 tribes, Judah, we're just going to take that name and we're going to call them the Jews. That's where we get the name from. Now, this is still the group of God's people. Because all these other nations, they're not really following the Christian ideal of God. They have their own gods and whatnot. But for the sake of this video, we're going to be following the Jews. And these are the people that believe in the Old Testament, the laws of Moses. They're following the old God, Now, the good king of Persia comes. He's a good guy. Not the one that gets poisoned by his adopted son named Dastan. He attacks Babylon, and he kind of makes the Jews a little bit happy. He allows them to rebuild the temple that got destroyed, the temple that was rebuilt by the man who thought Haley Steinfeld was cute. And things are good until on the other side of this world, this really good guy, or did I say, sorry, great guy, Alexander the Great. He comes in, and he captures everything. He also really likes Greek, so he makes it official everywhere. Anyway, he steals the Jews right from out of Persia. They don't really like this, but, Alexander dies, and his kingdom, he splits it between his 4 besties. Because what else would you do? I mean, what a guy. One of his besties Seleucus. Insert audio clip of his name here.
Seleucus.
He gets the kingdom where Judah's at. And now, we got some fighting among who's going to rule this little kingdom right here. One party reigns supreme. We have a list of all these rulers until we get to this guy, Antiochus the Fourth.
Antiochus or Antiochus.
Now, this guy, he's kind of a rough man. Puts a lot of laws on everybody. He's kind of a jerk face. He really likes the Greek stuff. So he's like, you guys got to follow the Greek stuff. The Greek stuff's the good. You got to have it. But the Jews are like, nah, we don't really want that good. We want, like, the good from God. So now there's some massive beef. In come in, like a side story, side arc of the anime, Eliezer. He's a scribe. He's old. He's in a position of power. And they're like, bruh, you should eat this bacon. And they shove it in his mouth. He spits it out, and he's like, nah, man, I promise God I ain't eating bacon, so I'm not going to eat it. And they're like, well, everyone wants you to eat bacon, so eat this. It's actually vegan food, no worries, but we made it look like bacon. No one will know. They're like, so just eat this, and you won't die. It's a good plan. And he's like, nah, man, I'm a man of honor.
I must find the Avatar to restore my honor. It's okay. You can laugh. It's funny.
He doesn't do it, which is good, but then they torture and kill the guy. Jeez, man, chill. Everyone needs to chill out. Well, this guy, Mattathias, he's kind of a part of the Jews right now, and he does not like this. He's a priest, a member of the Hasmonean family. That's important for later. Well, he's not going to offer sacrifice to other gods. So he takes his 5 sons. One of them is Judas. He's a good leader, man. And they revolt against Antiochus. And the Greeks are like, wait, bro. Before you fight us, take all of our money. Take this salt. Get the respect, everything. They're like, it'll be chill. But my man, Mattathias, good guy, he's like, nah, we don't want your money. And he kicks them out. This helps the Jewish people win independence for the first time in about 400 years. It's also called the Maccabean Revolt. Maccabean means hammer because they used hammers like our man's Thor up over there. Anywhoosies, this new dynasty, they got a lot of different leaders now, and it's just going to keep going. Well, the leaders rededicate the temple, expand their territory. They also do some bad things by forcing people to become Jews, such as our man's Herod, his great-grandpappy. They also end up doing some Greek things, which is why they were fighting in the first place. So, like, my bad, y'all. And this means that everyone got beef with one another now. Now, in come Rome. The civil war is happening, and my man's Pompey. He's a Roman general. Little Caesar likes him. And he sees this opportunity. So he goes to Palestine. This is where the Jews are at. And he makes it a part of the Roman province of Syria. He just goes and takes it. And he makes a Hasmonean, which is a member of Mattathias' family, the Maccabeans. He makes one of them a political leader and high priest. This guy's name's Antipater. I think we're going to insert another audio clip.
Antipater.
Anyways, this man's, he becomes leader. And he's the father of Herod the Great. And this guy appears in the New Testament. He gives his son the title, the King of the Jews. Now, this is happening all around 37 BC. I know I didn't give the dates before everything, and I know I'm kind of making it like slingy and kind of janky. You're just going to have to roll with me here. I think it's a little more interesting that way, and you can look up specifics. I'll add some, Anyways, he wants people to like him. So he's like, you know what? Let's build another temple, and I'll marry a Maccabean princess. But the people are like, nah, bro, we still don't really like you, man. They're like, you're kind of making us do stuff we don't want to do. And he's like, that's true. He dies, and his sons rule different parts of Judea. I don't know. Don't quiz me on this. That's where the Jews are at. But Rome doesn't really trust him no more, so they bring in this guy named Pilate, who's also in the New Testament. He's an important guy, and they make him a Roman governor leader. So at this time, Rome is offering the Jews religious freedom, but the Jews are still like, nah. Our king's going to come. We've read about him in the Law of Moses, the Old Testament. He's going to come, and he's going to deliver us. And it's going to be a good time, and you guys are going to suck. And so this king they're talking about is Jesus. But they have this kind of misconception about him, and this is important to know. Now, Herod, kind of his death, and when all these things are occurring, this is when Jesus is born in Bethlehem. And this is where the New Testaments and the Gospels begin. Okay, I know that was a bit of a doozy, but we're all caught up now. We understand a little bit about the circumstances that Jesus was born into. This is kind of important going in because it's going to explain some things that happen in the Gospel. Well, that took a lot longer than I expected, and perhaps I was a little too ambitious. Maybe. No worries, because I'm actually going to make another video. I wanted to finish this video with a summary about the Gospels, That was actually going to be the whole point, and explain why they're important and how they can help us in our day-to-day lives, etc. But it ended up being a lot longer than I expected it to be. Thank you guys so much for watching up to this point. In all seriousness, I don't really want to joke about this subject because it's important to me, and I think it can seriously help a lot of people, and there's a lot of good to be brought about from learning about Jesus. At the end of the day, I don't want to offend anybody. I just wanted to make a funny video that I thought was interesting to watch while explaining the history of the world up until the New Testament, because I had always been confused about that for the longest time. Check out that new video when it's up. It might be a little bit because my life's a bit of a mess, I'm just saying. But I personally am grateful for Jesus Christ and the sacrifices he's made for me. He's made a big difference in my life, and he's helped me a lot. And so hopefully this is a way where I can make a little difference in return. Thank you guys so much for watching.